We get to see them older? Or
a little bit.
You gotta watch.
We
ain't gonna
spoil that. A little bit. But Baji was the one that's kind of like, he had like, once you figured out that what he was doing, between, situation and stuff like that. Yeah. I was just like, he became best boy. And I was just like, that's really dope.
Can I tell you my one gripe?
What's up?
With this anime? And just tell me, how old was Mikey?
Mikey should have been, at that time, maybe like 22 or something.
No, he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't.
No?
He wasn't.
I think he was like,
I think he 15. I think Mikey was the youngest. He definitely was.
He was the youngest.
Now, even before that, when they formed the game, how old was Mikey?
He was younger.
They was younger.
Mikey was 12.
Yeah.
Drake had a tattoo at 12. What the fuck is going on?
Japan,
but you see where Drake was born at? I mean, his crib.
Yo, you can really
Drake's crib is crazy.
Nah, actually,
they had mopeds. Who bought these people mopeds?
The thing with Japan and tattoos is like they frown against it. So like if you got a lot, you can't go into like onsens and spas and stuff like that. Because,
with a tattoo?
Yeah, if it's like a lot, so like because you get deemed yakuza.
Yeah.
So it's not. It could be foreigners or Japanese people. They'd be like, and it'd say signs be like, no tattoos, you can't come in.
Really? So I can't have if I'm yadded up and I can't go into a spa because I'm yadded up.
Well, probably not because you're black.
No. This is more of a less like a foreign thing. It's not because it's black, but the tattoos is a thing over there. But the young people are now.
What I'm saying is he's black, so he can't be Yakuza or anything. So they'll let him.
But but still, it's still that's
kind
of.
I can be Yakuza if I'm born into it.
Yo, wait. So there's no black Yakuza?
Yeah, I got black Yakuza.
Wait,
I'm about to make a. I'm about to make one right now. The black Yakuza. The black Yakuza.
Yo, make black.
The black Yakuza.
Hey, cool. Let's start a villain backstory.
Yo, cut this part out, or we all gonna be done up.
For real, I don't feel like fighting. And
I don't know. We gonna make some shit called the black.
Start with this.
The black triad.
So back to Revenge. So do you think Takemichi did his due diligence as a main character?
Can I?
I don't know.
I'ma say
for these two.
I'ma say
which I think
unintentionally, yes, but at the same time, he had a lot of moments where he sat there like a dummy, like when Mikey was beating dude facing, and he wanted to stop him from killing him, because that would have been the overarching thing that started shit. It was like, yo, you just standing there like, oh, he beating him to death. You already told yourself that you got to stop him. Why aren't you stopping him? He was a hoe, man. He gave off big cuck energy, bro.
I think he did all he could, but it just wasn't enough. It's like you put cause he didn't there wasn't no training arc for him.
Yeah, he ain't like trying to
learn how to fight. He just kept getting fucked up. Like the first
he was getting hit with a bat. I'm like, yo, get up, bro.
No. The part in the alleyway when he had Carrie Draken.
Yes.
I was like, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm like, how you know what's about to happen and you can't stop it, bro? But it might is that though. But I'm like, he was in the alley. They was like, yeah, I got my man's now. Still got fucked up.
Shout out my nigga Draken.
Yeah, Draken,
bro.
Oh yeah, this is Draken, guys.
Draken and I think Mikey is fire. But what they showed like later down the line, because you know it's not fair. It's in the manga. Actually.
Yeah,
the manga is like further than the shit. Oh,
way further. Yeah,
how farther?
Decent.
Okay. Like I can't even talk about.
So the anime is gonna be on for a little while then.
It should be. Its ratings has been up there as the top in the anime.
I see it on Twitter every time.
The top. Mikey, it was in the top 10.
I didn't know who that was. I watched it though. I kept seeing that Mikey picture though. I kept seeing that shit.
I think as far as Takemichi, I think as the parts that when shit just still wasn't going his way, I kind of like that. Like, because you don't get too many main characters that keep going. Like, they get the girl, they get all of this, they get the power and stuff like that. But he was just like, he got almost to the point, and then bam, some shit just whacked and just messed up everything.
But but it's like, yo, you in the game, you can't fight, bro. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, as far as for the anime and stuff like that, I would think.
The beginning was an errand boy, so.
I would think, my whole thing with that point, like, I think he's going to get a lot better as it go along. I mean, as far as this, it's kind of like the beginning and stuff like that. So for him being a little like a wimp and shit like that, I guess it's for character development.
Yeah, but you see, how it ended though, he would have no choice to. Yeah. I can't say, but he had no choice to be. You could see how like this shit about to develop crazy. That's why
you need to watch episode 24
quickly. I'm like, oh shit, because like
Because I wasn't as interested because I was like, okay.
But that's how that shit really is. It was like, to me, it got way better towards the end. Like,
so the gang aspect is what
is
the
really
drawing.
what
because it was like fraud. It was like niggas who it was a gang. Like niggas.
Oh, so they're doing wild shit. Just
like niggas
gang
was
fights
moving.
and stuff like that, and territory fight. Well, not really territory fights, but like just like. Yeah,
because when I see First Command, I was like, what kind of shit they got going on?
Yeah, that's a gang.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like.
But the main thing I'm gonna say, Esau, make sure you pay attention and you remember names.
Yes,
that's a big aspect.
It's a lot of characters.
Damn.
It's a lot of characters.
It'll because all that shit come back like full circle.
But they keep coming back though.
Yeah.
They keep coming back.
They keep going
That's what
back.
fucked me up too, cause like I kind of have watched the first episode and like the second one, I'm like, yo, this nigga got yellow hair. Who is this? I thought he was in his body at first.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this nigga.
When I got to episode 4, I was like, oh, okay, he just keep going back and forth.
But you're not gonna know he died and shit to the end though. I don't think so.
Okay.
Right? You don't really know that
Not
to the
really.
end.
Not really.
Yeah, you only know that shit to the end.
Okay. So is this
When
a
he
good?
got the
Was
balloon.
this a good?
So anime, that's an anime recommendation?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was this a good recommendation?
Yeah.
I finally got this guy to watch something that I was really interested in, and I was like, see, I want to see his take on it because it's something like a little.
That's the goat.
So did you honestly like it, sir?
Yes,
Did you
honestly
like it?
did. I'm
Okay.
starting to realize how much I like. This is a isekai.
That's
No,
I think that's the loop shit. That's like a loop, bro. It's loop.
It's not.
It's
I mean, the loop is in it, but it's
So what is Reed?
no, hell no. I think Erased, right?
that was the anime.
I didn't even talk about
It's
it.
a whole bunch of animes.
Yeah,
okay.
it's just loop.
Yeah,
like,
like Reed. And
Marlon Wayans had a show like that.
Yeah.
Marlon
I mean,
Wayans.
The
but
loop. He did. He kept getting
A
married.
show?
He had a movie.
Was it naked?
Yeah, he was naked, running down the hallway. Yeah,
Nah,
the loop shit.
Marlon
Naked.
Wayans had a movie called Naked?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept having to like.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we got to keep it animated.
Oh yeah.
no, I was just saying,
It's
how
the
did we
loop
get
shit.
here?
I'm like, it's the
Yeah.
loop shit. That shit is.
But now I would recommend people. This would be for somebody who really like.
So,
This would be for somebody who really like pays attention to shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, you can't really not.
You can't-
You
you can't-
could, but it is a lot. Like, cause he keep going back in time to fix certain shit.
you're going to be looking back and forth if you don't pay attention to it. Just invest yourself in it, and you'll be happy that you did.
So you hear it there first, viewers. Check out Tokyo Revengers if you haven't. Oh, and the last thing about it, Mr. Luffy wanted to say something about some yams or something like that.
yeah, who got the yams? Pause.
Yeah.
Well, nigga got stabbed, right?
So as we were finishing this conversation about Takemichi as MC, what on from you guys' perspective, what do you think makes a good MC?
I'm like, yeah.
You start off with Merle.
Me? Why me?
Main character right next to
All right. So I think the best thing about a main character is it depends on the anime.
Okay, very much so.
Like Saitama, I think he's a great main character for that universe because it makes it funny.
I was about to. I just
No,
Dagger,
like
what?
overall, if somebody's just starting off OP, I don't like that. But for what that was, that I think that was funny. But like but like most of the main characters, they're like, oh, he has some kind of demon in him that hasn't been awoken, like type shit. But like for the people that work for it, like I feel like Yusuke worked for it, even though he wound up having some shit in him.
Oh, the
Yeah,
yokai,
father,
right?
bro. Like,
Yeah, but I thought he would have been good without it, cause he was tough.
He won that survived the demon realm though.
Maybe not.
Not without, nah.
But that's when we just kill him off and then we like he ain't run the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm gonna always go with. I'm gonna go.
You're
with,
messy. You know.
I think if they got like good character development though, and they like add to the story, not like there's a whole bunch of. I mean, it's gonna be filled, but like they like change the vibe of the story,
Okay.
and it's not like super plot on it. Like I'm gonna always go with Guts. So
Okay.
Side note, Guts got. Never mind. Go ahead.
nah, Guts got raped. So. It's not funny. Nah, you know what's crazy? That TikTok you put in the chat.
Yeah, we talking about
The picture was the dude who made him. I'm like, yo, they gone wild. That was it.
I did not see that.
That's in the mega, but that's the dude who made him.
Wow.
Like, yo, y'all niggas are crazy. TikTok is like insane, bro.
Guys,
I was crying looking at that shit. Yo, I'm like, yo.
Griffin stay on demon times.
That shit, that was a funny ass TikTok.
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
So, I mean, for me, for a good MC, I'd like MCs that aren't just their whole, the plot of the show, if that makes sense. So, like Naruto, I mean, of course, you know, that's my favorite character and everything like that.
Naruto?
But, yeah.
Naruto's your favorite character?
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I just got judged for my life.
Naruto Uzumaki.
You didn't know
That
that?
nigga that eat ramen noodles?
Uzumaki Barada or something.
So, at first, you know, he was just all, you know, I hate when they write characters like, oh, I'm just Hokage, oh, I'm just Pirate King, oh, I'm just, you know, such and
Watch your mouth,
such.
bro.
Shut up, come on, examples. But, like, as, like, you know, from that first part, you know, once they drop that part, like, you know, they're just all about just this one thing and just not, like, one-dimensional and stuff like that. Once they broaden out and, like, you know, like, oh, they want to be about, you know, several things, you know, they want to, you know, do certain things and stuff like that. Still what their main goal is, but it's not, like, so driven just like, oh, I just want this one basic one-dimensional piece of me, like, that's it. If that makes sense?
Yeah, that
makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like when they, to me, a good MC is when they derive from that part, like of that section of the anime, which is usually like the good first 13 episodes. And yeah.
My definition of a good main character, it has to be really.
Just about like ramen noodles.
It has to be like, I have to feel like this is who the writer is. Like this is who the writer wants to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like,
you're gonna ad-lib it as you say it, like the old kung fu move.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when you don't get that essence, you know that the anime is not going to be good. But if the writer is really half-assing, like One Piece, Naruto, Guts, you know this is who this person feels like. You know, like if you don't give me that, it's trash. You're a trash man character.
You know what? He's not saying that, and I was kind of reading this in one of my Araki's one of his books and stuff like that. Character Rohan. I know most of the people that in JoJo don't really care of him, but Rohan is the one that has the Stand Heaven's Door. He's the mangaka artist.
Oh,
with the green hair.
With the green hair. It's kind of proceeded to say that that's kind of Araki inserting himself in the anime.
Oh, that's
and
dope.
stuff like that. And I was just like, that makes perfect sense.
I do not like that character.
That's why I said I know
like
some
him.
people don't like this character. Points to him. I think his stand at least is really dope. But,
I don't get his stand because it's like I know what it do. It's
like,
like
he turns to a JoJo
no,
podcast for a second.
I'm saying like
No,
it like he does he
so
heaven's,
so Heaven's Door. Let's say I use Heaven's Door on you. I'll say Voodoo Priest can never rap again, and if you try to rap, you blow up or something like that.
Oh,
he writes
shit.
that into your
being,
into
right?
your being, your history, and everything like that.
See, now that's OP, but I feel like he getting
Yes, he's very
though,
OP.
but that
Exactly,
he
but
get fucked up,
then again, you know, that's kind of
they
like
make him get his ass whooped.
that's kind of like Araki. He writes himself into a hole, like even Fugo with Purple Haze. That technically was the strongest stand. Like, you know, remember Purple Haze with Fugo?
Yeah, no, you got
bunch
to
of with the
the
disease and stuff like that. As soon as you break a vial and stuff like that, like no matter who you are, you're going to die. And stuff like that. So that's just kind of what that was, and so that's why I think Rohan and Heaven's Door, like, you know,
The Notorious B.I.G. thing was the strongest thing. That's actually the thing.
Notorious B.I.G. Yeah,
But it's fucked up because you gotta die for that stand to activate.
exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was a crazy stand.
Yeah, so
when that stand came, I was like, wait, I said, what? I said, whoa!
Yeah,
that was dangerous, bro.
So mind you,
though.
I never,
That's
real quick, I don't want to turn this to a JoJo pod, but real quick, when I first saw,
What's going on?
when I watch it, it's like that. When I first saw that, I shut up. I never read the manga for part 5. I went straight to part 6, and so watching that, I kind of like watched that with everybody and stuff like that, and it was crazy. Like when that stand came on, it was like Notorious B.I.G. I was like, why do I know this? And it was like Notorious B.I.G. What? You can do that?
No, you can't.
I was like, and it was like Notorious Big. I was like,
Yo, their English accent is
In
crazy.
English, they say Notorious like Jace or some shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
but
okay.
in Japanese, since their accent kind of whatever is it.
Oh my god!
Oh, that just reminded me too. Over the summer, I think Baki. That's what I watched.
I was watching Baki.
Yeah, I watched that.
Was Baki doing something?
Oh, I know it just came on.
Baki Hama. I think that's what
Oh, yeah,
season
changed it.
4, right?
Did y'all like that one?
I'm
Be
a Baki
honest.
fan. Don't ask me that.
No.
I'm on season
I
2.
love Baki.
So
I
didn't get
don't
there
like the
just yet.
animes honestly. The one I did it for now.
The
They're
recent,
good, but
the
I don't
recent
like
one.
Yeah,
Did y'all?
Did you read the
Because
manga for it?
I didn't feel nothing from this one.
I feel like the pirate dude should have won everything, but I'm biased.
So is Baki Hama season 4 or
Bro,
is
I
that a
don't know
different season?
what they got going on with that shit.
It's
That's
but
a
they
good
separated like that in the manga too. It's like
Oh,
Baki
okay.
and Baki Hama, but I don't like.
Then what about Baki the Grappler? The Grappler.
That's
What
not-
is
He does.
He's no longer
I
the
think-
grappler.
He passed that.
Ooh, what y'all got me
Now you gotta see
watching?
his father.
It's
No, but
crazy.
it's still a continuation. It's like
It's still a
Naruto, then Naruto Shippuden. It's still it's
Okay.
just like that. That's why on a different shit. on
Oh,
Netflix.
before we even do anything, we gotta say RP to the writer to Berserk.
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah. Did we hear that song?
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
man.
It's
Definitely RP to him though. I definitely got that first volume though, bro.
Yeah, RP, yo.
And ever since that happened, all of Berserk's stuff is just
I got that book.
insanely expensive. to get
Really?
now. Statues and like even like the books and stuff like that. They was kind of like
I
flying
love
off
it
the
when you're
shelves.
gone, man.
There we go.
Damn.
It's like it's crazy.
That was the best anime ever. I'm mad not finished. But I can't even talk about that shit because that's a whole.
That's a whole episode.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna do that.
Yeah.
So real quick, guys, what do you think is as far as villains and stuff like that? Now we've seen a whole bunch of different ones and a whole bunch of
Griff, bro.
tropes.
Griff from Berserk, bro.
Yeah.
The greatest
I didn't
villain
finish the
ever.
question.
It
was just Griff.
What's
What makes a good villain? What makes a good villain?
An anime.
So going with Solo here, what makes Griff a good villain?
Griff makes him a good villain because it makes you actually hate him. If you can make
Yes.
somebody hate you,
That
I
is
think automatically
facts.
you a good villain.
From all the people that I've known that watch Berserk,
Yeah, you know.
including like a couple of like my siblings, they said if you can, what he just said.
Yeah, like I think
Everybody has said that.
people are watching to see how he gonna die, but we can't because he RP.
Yo, we want that revenge, bro. We ain't getting it. That's crazy.
Yeah, then what made me mad about that though, the last chapter,
Mm.
I think people are delusional saying that like, oh yeah, this how he wanted to end Illinois.
No, it's
No, it's not.
It's not a finished dream. You can't finish.
Yeah, like
if somebody writes a poem, you only write like half of it. It's not a
Yeah.
finished poem.
Yeah,
you know?
that's all I'm saying about that. That's not like it's that was just his last chapter that he did. That's not the end. Like,
Yeah,
no way
he ain't
to-
knew he was gonna fucking die. Like,
Yeah, like but I do think he should have because they normally have apprentices, right?
Yes.
I think he should have had apprentices finish it though.
Mm.
Or give like a somewhat of a secondary.
That's what it was talked about on TikTok and everywhere, like for the longest
Nah,
time.
they
Like,
gonna
like
go-
they
you think
want-
the apprentice should finish it?
Or end it.
He should have
End it.
ended it.
Nah,
at
leave it
least.
alone. Just do
Nah,
something.
end it though. I'm not, cause
Something as long as something with Berserk is.
If One Piece stopped right now, right?
Yeah.
If it stopped right now, would you want the
God
apprentice
forbid.
to end it? Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
God forbid.
I want that to finish because I'm gonna have a
Okay,
good.
you said apprentice. Okay, then I will restructure what I said then because if it's an actual apprentice,
Yeah,
he's
under him,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
really like he divulges his
All
ideas to him.
of most mangakas have an apprentice under them.
Yeah, it depends on how it's executed. If it's executed beautifully,
I mean, but you gotta expect it's not gonna be the same.
not gonna be the
way,
same, but
you gotta, as a
if you-
fan, you gotta know that.
you gotta
So it's
show. It's like writers right now. Like you got Steve Kirby, you got Stan Lee, great writers.
Jack Kirby.
I'm sorry,
I was like, wait,
Steve Kirby. Damn.
Steve Ditko is the one that did
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. Yeah.
So you have writers that passed on, but then you have people that carry on the torch. So that's no problem to have. It's just that a lot of these writers, they have their own ideas and they want to do their own thing, and then sometimes they just erase the material that comes before. So when you said crazy. When you said apprentice, I'm really hoping that they're actual real apprentices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I think you wouldn't really know though. But I would rather still see. I think at any rate, depending on what type of show or anime it was, definitely how long it was running. Like Berserk deserves an ending though.
Yeah.
Like people died before that ending
but
came. You know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
imagine the stress these niggas gotta do.
Yeah, but it's Yeah, I don't even know. But I would end it. I would know it's niggas gonna be mad.
Because if they don't like that first chapter, that before you end it, oh nah, you gotta burn his house down, kill his dog.
Like, but you can end. All you gotta do, I think, all you gotta do is just. Damn, you gotta.
Just do it. I mean, if it's in your heart to do it. But I feel like if it's just a company thing, like yo, just
they're gonna do that. I think
trash.
they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna milk it because they've been milking this shit for like a minute.
Damn, you think so?
I think they're going to. I think you're gonna hear like they're gonna remake it. I think they're gonna do that. If they do that, I'm not even watching that.
If they're gonna remake it?
I think. I'm just
no
assuming.
CGI.
I hope not.
Look, if they don't do, if the anime doesn't, but see, even the drawing of the dude that did whatchamacallit? Damn, let's escape my head.
Berserk.
Berserk.
Oh, Berserk.
Even his drawing is different,
yeah,
bro.
no, that's why.
His drawing is like God tier, bro. Like that's like it's too sharp. It's sharp in like the shades. It's ridiculous. So, like I said, if this dude is next up, he probably gotta be like King Arthur. You know what I mean?
They probably was gonna do that. Like, oh wait a minute, nah, niggas might kill your ass.
Side note: King Arthur and Seven Deadly Sins was trash.
Nah,
No, you know what? I didn't finish watching it, but I felt like he. What was that? He's in between.
Yeah, like it was no point.
So, Luffy, what makes a good villain, or do you have one in mind that you can elaborate on?
So I could do both, a little bit of both. His answer was really dope, but I also feel like I'd reference real quick. If anybody watched Game of Thrones, just like you said, if you hated Joffrey,
oh man,
you know, son. Everybody hated that man.
Stuff about that.
Everybody hated him and Ramsay.
Yeah.
Ramsay Bolt. They did. Don't get me started. But for like a villain, another thing that I would like is somebody who also develops, or at least tries to develop, like the same like the main character. So not somebody who's just an overpowered villain. It's like I'll see you when I see you type shit. And they gotta get up to them. But they're like, nah, I'm keeping my shit sharp too. Like I don't know if you can really qualify it as a villain, but Haneke. Dororo.
Oh, Dororo.
Yeah. So his brother, I guess you could qualify him as a villain, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he also was like keeping his shit sharp, just like his brother.
Yeah.
So I feel like that made like that final battle when they actually meet like a great thing. So I think as long as
solid.
Yeah. If y'all ain't watched
Dororo.
What's that?
Dog.
What is that?
Bro. Watch it.
I told
what is it?
It's on. You can watch it on Amazon.
I know what he's talking about. That
the alligator head.
Dodo.
That shit fire.
Not that, but
that's my shit.
He was talking about that 2-time shit. It's like Dodo X2 or something like that. Dude.
Dodo head Dodo.
Yeah. Okay.
Dodo.
Yeah. No. But Dororo,
check it. It's on Amazon.
Why just send the link, man? Because that shit sounds
bro, it's
you have one
it's
real
really
quick
good.
Before we move on.
What was the question?
What makes a good villain, or do you have a villain that you can speak upon? That's good.
Cool was right. Yeah. What makes it? I just make me not like you, but make me interested in you at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like you, but yo, let me see how your story going. Like. Why was you this bad, bro? Like, why are you just murdering mad people? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, make me interested in not just murdering people just senseless because the writer said so.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I think we beat with the writers.
For me,
real quick, mine's just pretty simple. For me, a good villain has to be one that inserts, like, a proper, like, constant threat. Like, you know, like, when they're on scene and everything like that, it's nothing like all mischievous and everything like that. Like when they come on screen, like you know, like shit is about to get wrecked and everything like that. I don't like villains all the time to be like somebody that's like super like witty and just trying to do whatever. I like something that's when you come on there like some shit is about to happen. So I like villains that have like that constant threat level that's like really high.
I'm glad you said that. My favorite villains are the ones that when the villain runs into like a side character, the side character dead.
Yeah.
You know he gone. You're like, damn, the man not with him, he gonna die. Like I like when villains are on that type of tier of level. You know what I'm saying? oh, it's about to be a wrap. So let's see what he got because they're about to cut him out of the script.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a good segue. So my next quick question was about side characters. So what makes the good ones different from like the useless ones and everything like that? What sets them apart from a good side character and the useless ones? Not everybody can just go.
What sets them apart?
What sets them apart from like a good one and a useless one? So like if you got like a good one, you know, how good are they next to like somebody that's useless? Even though they may be a useless one, you may still like them, but they're still like a useless character.
If they're useless, wait, that's my fault.
No, you good.
If they're useless and I keep seeing them,
Okay.
I'm like, bruh, I don't need to keep seeing you. Like,
yeah, I hate when characters like are on screen, and this is like anime and anything I watch. Like if it's a side character, like they're important to the story, but they have nothing to do.
nothing to do. Just
Like they're just kind of just
But
like.
you love Sanji so much.
I do. He's cool as
You think
hell.
Sanji's a side character?
He's a main
He's like
character.
a main character.
so what is Shanks?
Huh?
Shanks?
Shanks.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking.
No, what was the question?
Shanks
Is he a side person?
Shanks is the definition of a side character.
I think Shanks is just a character that just have nothing.
What's next to the
He
side?
about to have a movie
That's
though.
what
That's
that nigga is.
He
He's
about to
next
have
to
a
the
We
movie.
don't know that. We know, but we don't know.
It's
He's
about a
gonna-
girl too, but
Yeah, we don't know. If
But
they're gonna
anyway,
give
but
him
like you
screen
said with
time.
Sanji, I mean Sanji has done stuff and everything
Nah,
like that.
Sanji's.
I mean like characters like
no, I don't think Sanji's side.
like
No, he's not side character.
I'm trying to think of a quick example. I can't think. Give me one.
Whoa.
Like a
Something
side character
Sanji did?
that's like
Chopper's a side character. Huh?
Sakura. I said sorry.
Sakura's definitely a side
Alright,
character.
she get too much.
No,
flack,
but
though.
she's
Yeah,
a
she
she's
do.
a definition
Side
of a
character.
side
I didn't
character.
say she was.
She's not
Yeah, I just wanted to put
Yeah,
that
yeah.
out there, but like
No, she
Sakura
definitely-
is tough.
She's tough as shit.
yeah.
She's tough.
She birthed the last few G.I.s.
Yeah. So that's for me. I don't like side characters
And
like
Naruto
when
birthed
they
the
have
alien.
when they're introduced and everything like that, and they have to be in the story
Yeah.
just for I guess either comedic or either just to help push on the character development of the MC.
Mm-hmm.
But like if they not really have like a true like motive or anything like that, or themselves have something to do, I was just like.
So that's a lot.
Because
of people
Vegeta
in
was
My
a side
Hero.
character at one point.
Yeah, but
That's
he wasn't
true.
useless. But like a lot of the characters in My Hero, the heroes are side.
They're all side characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And a lot of them are
Yeah.
useless.
But see,
I can even say like Suchan, she have her moments, but like
Who's
But I
Sushan?
don't know. I think from
like Frog,
I think
Froppy.
Yeah, she's
One
a
of my
side
favorites.
character.
I think from My
But is she
Hero,
useful?
I think that I would say that's just a little bit different because everybody would be used on something. I don't know. I think My Hero should be a little bit different, just a little bit different. Explain.
All right. We can go with we can go with Attack on Titan. Then.
Shit. Okay.
Okay.
Explain to me.
Connie.
Mm-hmm.
Connie.
That's the potato chick?
No. Connie is the buzz cut bull.
Is it a dude?
Yeah.
Connie's a dude?
Connie.
I'm not-
Oh, his name was Kenny. No, that's somebody different.
Connie? I thought Connie was a chick.
Hold on. I gotta pull it up.
RP to the potato John.
Potato
Nah,
Jack.
that's
That's
kinda
really her
right.
name.
Yeah, with the season, bro.
He is a side character.
Yeah, and he's
But he be
useless,
chilling,
bro.
though.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
useless.
he's a side character.
But he's
Yeah,
part
he
of the
doesn't
whole
do
story.
anything.
The nigga got all the way up to season 4, but like, what have you done?
Damn, I'm gonna have to see. for
Well, he's
that.
part of the. he's part
No,
of
you
the
don't
gang.
have to see him because you don't really see him. You just
Oh, okay.
Nah, he's just there for like filler moments.
I think, yeah, because it'd be like, oh, he was here since then.
Yeah.
Flashback, oh, he was there too.
Yeah,
Then
he
still
doesn't have
alive,
no-
nigga?
He just you know what it
Ain't
is.
no
He's
way
a,
he's-
he's a real side character because he really fights hard. You know, he's
ain't no way he's supposed to be alive.
Nah, he survived, bro. He's
Ain't
smart.
no way he did. That nigga Connie is what is he? He 5'2", bro.
Exactly.
He's
He's nimble.
5'1". He nimble. No, that nigga Levi's nimble.
Nah,
He's
Levi's definitely.
he's 5'5" and
Levi not even limbo.
Yeah.
That's a different level. Levi.
Levi got black Air
Not
Force
even
Energy,
human.
bro.
No, Levi not human, right?
Yeah, he can be.
Nah, he not human.
He's different. Wait, yeah.
I was about to say we gotta cut
get off that.
the Attack on Titan
get
talk
off
on
that.
here. Like
We get off that.
I'm trying to get on your
Yeah.
level, you know.
Yeah, just make sure you really pay attention to it.
I'll be in our group chat
We jumped
texting
off,
away.
we
Like,
jumped off a topic, but we kind of referenced the One Piece movie.
Which one?
Nigga.
The Shanks movie?
The Shank. Well, no,
Is
we
it
don't know the
Shanks?
Shank.
Is it
Yeah, we don't know the
But it's a
Shank.
useless kid.
It's definitely not that nigga.
Damn,
If it's that
no
nigga-
love for Kid.
No, it can't be
Who,
that.
Kid? Kid not getting no fucking movie.
He not getting a movie.
Hell no.
He was in the last one, right? Was he in the last one?
He was, yeah.
He was in Stampede, yeah.
Well, as for quick anime news, I think so. Jump Fiesta is next month in Japan. And that's pretty much when like Shonen Jump, they have like this whole big Comic-Con thing of mostly just telling what's showing the showcase that's going to come out, anime, manga, even video games, stuff like that. So they did say they're going to go into some more in depth for that.
Yeah, because it did ass last week.
For that One Piece Red Shanks, something like that. It's called Red.
From what I know about that nigga,
If they don't make this shit canon, I don't give a fuck about this shit, bro.
I ain't getting shit, son.
Yeah, nah,
It's gonna tie in with probably next year.
Hey, Oda, make this shit canon. I'm not fucking with you no more.
Also, some more news to come out. Of course, Bleach is going to get the adaptation for the 1,000 Year Blood Arc. That's
Go ahead. You
Yeah.
Anyway, the Bleach that's going to finally get announced.
Are they bringing it back?
Yeah, for the 1,000 Year Blood Arc.
Ooh.
There has been scenes of some big giant posters for Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. So maybe this is a big maybe. I don't know. Maybe Togashi, the creator's name is, I forgot his first name, but Togashi's his last name. Maybe he may be coming back with something for y'all.
I wonder what be taking them so long, bro.
How old is he?
No,
maybe writer's block.
No, it's not that. No, he actually got really ill when he was.
Why all the great writers get ill? Like even
I think they be going hard.
No,
with
so
right now.
Because
in any case,
and they ain't gonna play my music in Japan.
in any case,
Oh, man, that nigga.
basically, so what mangakas like what they do, how they work schedule is they work from like 5 in the morning to 2 in the morning, sleep for like 3 hours.
And they don't even get paid like that, I heard.
Some of them don't. The majority of them really don't. And so basically for him, his hand was just like really
Carpal
bad.
tunnel?
There was some injury he had got with his hand and stuff like that, and then he got a little sick. And that's pretty much it. So it's not that he has writer's block. He's just actually kind of just on a hiatus because he was ill.
Can we move this same topic into Western? Why the fuck we don't got no anime over here? And we watch a lot of it. I don't understand that.
Avatar.
But they consider that as cartoon.
I mean, there is kind. I mean, like we did get.
Boondocks had like an anime skit scene.
That's because what's his name? Aaron Magruder. He loves anime.
He loves anime, yeah.
Yeah, then we get people. I can't think of the guy, his name that worked on it, but for like Yasuke. I mean, it's we have the platform to do it. In their studio, and there's a black-owned like anime studio in Japan.
I don't fuck with that nigga.
Yo, chill.
I don't fuck with that nigga.
No, wait, keep
wait. I seen what you did to Yosuke, dog. I don't fuck with you, bro.
Yo, Yosuke was fire.
What?
I think it was fire.
Hell no, man.
It was fire until it was robots.
It was fire until the second of the first episode. That's when it was fire.
Wait.
Fuck that
Before
nigga.
we go back, what did you like? Keep it PG. So
I
we don't get
apologize.
monetized and everything.
Leave me out, poop.
Nah, what was your
What really upset me about it is it doesn't have to be historical. Cool. But you're mentioning somebody that's a great figure.
That is a fact. That is
You know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? He's a great figure. One thing I noticed about anime, they mention a lot of like they'll have Attack on Titans. It's almost a reference of Germany, right? Because they have this.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? No. So they give mad love to these people that be doing all this extra stuff, right? But you got a big note. You know the character. You know who his backstory is. But then you make the fucking the girl. She has magic powers. He's useless throughout the whole show. Doesn't do anything. And then you have random robots. You don't like. It don't make no sense. I can see like, yo, this is Afrofuturism, and I'm just putting my own spin on it. Cool, but don't give us a premise of, oh, this is
history,
a history thing, and then you pull a rug on everybody. Like, and
because a lot of people who did watch it though, they did watch it for that actual
Yeah.
character. Like I know he's a real
that's how they
person,
promoted it.
because he's really under no
Yeah, that's how they promoted it.
So when they seen it, it's like, oh, what the fuck is happening?
But I will say this: I wouldn't let this really put like an ultimate salt, like in your food and everything like that. Only because there is.
What else he got in his studio?
Well, no. Besides, no. There is,
you know he going wild on the black dude.
there is an actual like live action of like Yasuke that's not done by him, of course, but that's going to be done. I think the historical parts for this, where they were shown, was mostly like in the. When he talk about like when he was going back in the past, like those past memories and stuff like that, I think they were trying to gear this for people not our generation and stuff like that, like more or less like the new generation that want to see like this action like out of the world animation.
But they didn't care about it.
They fuck with that.
Yo, they could have went. It would have been simple. I hope you watching this shit. The dude could have copied Afro Samurai. Copy that. You could have jacked right off of that.
Okay.
Afro Samurai was fire. You could have.
Well, not the second movie.
Yeah, that one was alright.
But what about if Afro Samurai was based off a real person? I don't know if he was or not.
I don't know.
Matter? But would it still matter?
No, because the way it was formulated was fire. You don't have. You can lie to me all day. They said King Arthur was a real person, but we don't. He don't got no fucking magic powers. You know what I'm saying? But they gave him a good lore behind him. Give Yasuke a good lore. All right, his sword got Enma. You know what I'm saying? Like, give him something. Like, you feel me? Give him some kind of. They didn't think it's like every time they flash back, yeah, you was a slave. You're not really this. And then the girl comes. It didn't make no sense.
I didn't know he didn't like this.
Oh,
show.
man.
I
It's
thought
because he's like being the only person.
But I
with
get.
dreads.
And he had dreads too, bro.
I don't know if he had dreads. I don't think he had dreads.
Yeah, they
Yeah, he
locked
did.
up.
In real life?
Yeah. In real life, he had dreads.
Locked up.
I thought
That whole scene of when Nobunaga met him, that was literally from word. But I won't say word from word, but that was literally like scene to scene of what happened when they first met him.
Yeah. One of my songs, Voodoo 24, I used his picture.
that is a fact.
Voodoo 24 is I used his picture because, he was known, bro. Like, you would do
Wait, but when you dropped that though?
I dropped that like 2019, 2018. Earlier. Before anybody really cared for it. But
Plug it.
Yeah, like, I'm just upset with and then his response, the writer's response is like it was like I was like, oh fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, like yo, like people. And then he had another anime which I was vouching for, but nobody fucked with. It was on Netflix too. He had one of the studios, huh?
Cannon Busters.
Oh yeah, and
that was him.
great.
I like
Yeah,
Cannon Busters. That was him, yeah, and I liked it.
He
I was
probably
like,
like Mets, bro.
huh?
He probably just fuck with Mets.
That's cool.
But it's a history thing. So
You know what I'm saying? Like, so just keep. You know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
oh my god! Then the girl,
Let
Magic
Jay-Z make an anime.
Nah.
No, I'm good.
Oh, niggas ain't like harder than 4. Alright, word.
No,
I like that.
Roundabout
I just
fine.
don't want him to.
Yeah.
Alright, move
No, I
on.
don't want him to.
I'm not even going to talk about the Hard Day
Fall.
Nah, the Hard Day Fall was cool.
Yeah, I like it.
It had stuff.
Until
to
the
it.
end, bro.
Yeah. But
Shit,
that's
I want the movie to
another
die.
podcast. That's another podcast. But you were just talking about lore. I want to go into a little bit into that. Pick your minds a little bit. So does anime, as far as anime wise, does it need to have a good story?
Good
and
anime
lore?
needs a good lore.
Let me
Good
tell
lore
you
story
something.
about that.
You want me to kick this off? Because I could do it.
Yeah, start off.
Because I could do it.
Anything
Oh, yeah,
but one.
Wano,
It's like,
man.
nah.
You got for Wano.
Nah, if you want to go first, you want like.
This is my thing, right? With lore.
Mhm.
And even Attack on Titan. Respectfully.
Viewers, this is all he watch. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying.
No, go
because,
ahead.
because the story is so in depth in the way that it makes your mind go like, alright, for instance, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Where Will at?
Thank you.
Hey, Will.
Actually, no. Let's be really real. Let's be real honest. I don't give a fuck. He needs to know. Let's be real. Action was great.
I like
Yeah.
Dyson though.
10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10?
I give it like a
I give it a 10.
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 I give
Nine out of
it
10.
action 10 out of 10 because Maki was wild. So my thing is this. Let's put the story next to it. That story is what? That story is pretty mid.
Yeah.
What do you really think about
mid, yeah, so we're using mid for this. I would say mid is very much of a word that's like, it's still good, but it's not great. But it's...
Now define mid because people want to attack you with that Luffy head in your head. So they were like, yo,
and that's why I just tried to like
niggas chasing around. I'm giving you
which is
fine, but
we don't know what we're gonna do.
Niggas want to tell me like, oh, I'm not about to watch 1,000 episodes, but you watch Naruto twice. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And if you watch Naruto twice, that's crazy. But no, that's ridiculous.
I don't know.
That's close to 1,000.
Anyway, no, the reason why I wanted
Shippuden, it's actually 5 something.
I wanted to interject that because now, when using mid and everything like that, so with Jujutsu Kaisen, it's a story that we've seen before.
Yeah.
That it's something that we've seen before, but I
think...
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
nah.
I mean, we have.
It's very like, it's very... It's a shonen anime, and that's what a lot of shonen is and everything like that. Which is that doesn't make it bad. It's just that you've seen it before. It just depends on how it's executed. And I think Jujutsu Kaisen, to me personally, was executed in a way where it just didn't let its foot off the gas pedal since episode 1, and that's what made it like really good. But as far as like in-depth story wise, as far as the anime, because I keep hearing like this whole Shibuya arc is shit. It's just crazy.
That's coming up?
Yeah, the Shibuya arc.
Man.
But other than that, so I just think, that's just my experience.
I think,
but go ahead.
like I said, I think it's meh. Like it was cool, but like the main thing that was carrying that shit was the action. Cause we don't give a fuck. Like throughout that story, are you thinking like, oh man, they gotta find another finger. They gotta find another finger for him to swallow, like for Sukuna.
They gave him a finger to swallow.
Yeah, right? But nobody. But the whole time, are you thinking that you like, yo, I want to see them fight?
I was just
for
me the fight, but I wanted to see like where they,
how far is it gonna go?
Where they're actually taking Itadori, like what are they trying to do with him and Sukuna and stuff like that? Like what is like?
But did they show that?
Well, I mean, that was just only the first season.
Yeah, but did they even kind of lead up to it?
As far as leading up, what's going to happen? I mean, it was to me, it was a lot building on those two.
I'm just saying, you know what's crazy?
I just like the fight.
Since we're calling this anime wars, we gotta end it off with an anime like versus. So why don't we put Jujutsu Kaisen versus Fire Force, bro?
Fire Force actually has a good story though. That's an amazing story. Actually.
Fire Force does have lore. It has lore behind it.
It has very good
lore.
It really does have.
And the animation is
but if you take away that, you just go like versus. If you want to do a whole, or just with the fighting,
I would give it a whole.
So
we don't have to do the fighting because we do the whole.
Put it like this: we're going to put that at the very. That's how we're going to end this.
Right.
But the next part is I still want to hear like about the lore and everything.
I'll make it quick then.
You still didn't finish? It's like
my bad. No, lore matters. It's the whole idea of like having someone think. If you as a viewer, if the writer can make you as a viewer be like, yo, start making up scenarios or start like being like, this is going to happen or theorizing and stuff, I think that's great because this is something that One Piece does really well. Like really well because it takes you into the, and I'm not being a stan right now, but it makes you. You have to move like that. It makes you.
You should have heard my thoughts just now. It's like, I'm just.
It makes you think like, yo, how strong really is Dragon? We don't know, but we know he's strong as fuck. But we don't know just how strong.
What about if he end up being trash?
That's not gonna happen.
Possible.
How?
If he get watched by Admiral,
because my
that's gonna be nasty.
Perspective.
Bro, I can put money on it.
Because this is my thing, right? Just like
they power not based off of like, oh, I'm just super strong. Nobody's super strong in that shit.
No, you just gotta win the circumstances.
Who?
Anybody, really? Because when Luffy fought Crocodile, which was the stupidest shit I've ever seen, they ain't trying not to mention this shit.
Yeah,
they brought a bucket of water like, my nigga.
Like, he had a super. He
clapped him. He
didn't clap him.
I'm like,
what happens to sand when they get wet?
Yeah, but
it's science.
That's science?
Yeah, that's science.
So how do you beat Luffy?
Well, now you gotta have
No, but how?
You can burn him.
Burn him.
Because he's rubber.
Because he's rubber.
Burn him. Cut.
He, you know what's funny? He never fought nobody in a fight. Now I'm thinking about it.
No, come on, man. Oda know what he's doing.
Now, Oda, you cat.
What you
so
say?
I was not going to say that because Ace's brother, though. But he never go fight that
brother. Nah, yeah. Because even look when he got hit.
I was about to bring him back.
Wait, remember when he got, I think he got hit in the, was it the chest? Yeah, the chest. That whole burn mark was from, Right there. So like you said, he never really fought nobody with fire. He fought everybody with elements that you could work around. You know what I'm saying?
Even the Thunder guy, dude.
That was crazy. They gotta bring him back though. But that's another.
But yeah, I'm done with my answer, bro.
Okay. I don't know, for story and lore, I'm 50-50 on it because the way I view things is like if I know what I'm about to get, I'll just accept it for what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like even like what you brought up, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like once I realized like, oh, this is just a very darkish, like, you know, shonen with like, you know, like this is kind of like Yu Hakusho, not like Yu Hakusho, but it's Yu Hakusho just times 10 or something like that. And so once I realized it was that, I was like, okay, I don't really need no. I mean, if it gives it to me like a super like grand like lore story behind it and stuff like that, I mean, I would like it, yeah. But even though that's kind of like what has been presented, I'm like, okay, I'll take it for what it is. So it's just really for me, it depends on what I'm watching. But for me, aside from story and lore, like I like world building. Like if you can give me a show that's like, you know, it's set in a place and it's giving me like, you know, and it's not like, you know, like this one-dimensional place, like, you know, like only the characters interact with each other, but like it's so much stuff going on, in the world behind it, and it's just nah. But like if it's like it's something that has like a whole bunch of like stuff that aids the plot just from the world itself, I think that's a really good show.
Berserk, man. Then you do.
Okay.
Told you Berserk, bro. But Lord needed for a good ending.
Yeah, Lord keeps the anime going.
Even when it ends and stuff like that, like how like y'all can talk about One Piece, like how y'all been doing in Attack on Titan and stuff like that. That's all because of like, you know, like a good lore and story behind it.
But I wish I could talk more about stuff like Mob 100.
No,
that's such a great
Mob
show.
was great.
Mob Saitama?
Yeah. Same creator, bro. That's what I'm saying. I wish I could.
But those animes are as what it is for like Gods of High School. Was it Gods of High School? That was really good with the fighting, but it was.
We gotta mention. I forgot that we didn't mention anime and manga versus what God of High School comes from? What's that?
It's a manhwa. Manhwa.
What the fuck is it? It's not a novel. Not a novel.
A light novel?
No. That's what God of High School. It was from the.
No,
it's from, you know what I'm
it's
talking
a
about.
webtoons. It's
webtoons.
Yeah,
webtoons.
But
webtoons are wild.
It's a webtoons manhwa.
And that's kind of, we could like travel back real quick on some Regia shit. When we mentioned how how it was a drought.
Yeah.
The animators don't really go touch these web joints are fire. You know what I'm saying? It was God of High School. What was the one that we fuck with?
Map got it.
Tower Gods.
And that shit was
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That was fire too. For me, that was completely fire until the last episode. I don't like how that episode ended. That shit.
Nah, he about to come crazy. You see his head?
You
see what happened?
C-U-C-K.
Nah, his girl, she finessed him and she lied.
Why?
No, he didn't know. He believed her. If you believe this person was with you the whole time you was born, you know what I'm saying? Like you was nothing, and then you seen her.
Man, he was wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like he like, yo, I'm gonna bring you on. Like she's like, yeah, you are okay. And then she dropped the nigga, bro.
But just like Voodoo said, like these light novels and especially webtoons, they're getting up there. They're really being pushed through our Crunchyroll. That's where you're really going to see them unless you like know where to find them. I don't know where to find them. I just know a couple that are like really good. And then so just mentioned God of High School as far as the lore and that first of all, that shit was just like it was like went from 100, 1 to 100 and like two in 2 episodes.
It was like big. I'm like, whoa.
And what sold me on that was like the martial arts and stuff like that, and the animation for that. Like it's not too many that do like really good hand-to-hand combat and just like you don't
see too much of that. Good for how it was.
Except for that Chinese anime.
I need to watch that.
I can't watch that shit, bro.
I want to watch it.
It's like,
nah.
What are you talking about?
It's
We should talk about that little Boo versus what's the name fight though?
Who?
The little Boo's fighting what's the thing? Guys versus we can't do that right now.
No.
What are we talking about?
Records of Ragnarok.
Nah.
What you mean?
If y'all want to talk about the manga version of
Nah,
that,
it was no. The fight
version?
setup was cool. The Adam fight was cool.
No, the concept was.
Adam
I
fight
loved
was
it.
cool,
the
but
concept was dope.
Nah, because Poseidon was.
But I mean, but that's also
Poseidon
another.
lost.
But honestly,
Man, what,
when you
Adam?
when you think about it, that's another anime that
Nigga,
was
nigga.
kind of it's just it really wasn't like the greatest story. It was just like you have all the gods. They come
It's like
fight.
a battle. Oh, not battle.
that
royale,
shit
like,
turned into season 3 of Hunter with the narrations, bro. Like
It's fact.
he kept talking, and then they'll do one move and then talk again. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
Which
I
is
didn't like
why
that.
I didn't like. Why I kept saying to everybody because
is
I
why-
was like trying to get everybody to watch it. And I was like, when
I
I
do want
watched
to see
it,
that Hercules reject.
I was like-
I know.
Word.
but I honestly feel like the only going to get like what's its due diligence from that is from the manga because the way like this studio is doing it.
and I was excited for it because you
This
told me
not
about
it.
it, but it's
This
like
ain't it.
it's
And,
like niggas ain't learned from Dragon Ball Z. Like this is why they made Dragon Ball Z Kai, so you could get through most of the talk.
And hopefully enough people complain because like the other anime, where the house husband, a lot of people was griping on that because it was kind of like stock animation, so it was just like it'd be talking, but they'd just like do like this,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But for that particular show in that manga, it worked for it.
Yeah.
But so many people complained about it. The second season that just came out, they actually moving their mouths and stuff like that. So you complain about it, you get what you get. Just
No,
like
you
with
don't.
Sonic.
No,
Just
you
like
don't.
with Sonic.
No, you
we got
don't.
a whole different Sonic.
We got 3 seasons of 7 Deadly Sins looking like shit.
Watch
Oh,
Scissors.
yeah,
Watch Scissors 7 on Netflix. Fire.
Who?
Watch it, bro.
What is it?
I didn't hear it.
Guys, I promise
Zip
we're not sponsored by Netflix. I promise.
Side note, we need some more black animes in anime.
Cut.
You feel me? I need to see more people like what's it?
Well,
Walk. What's his name? Walk.
Wait,
the
we-
dude from
oh,
Black-
Sharon.
Yeah, like
actually-
we need more people like.
There's a lot of black representation.
Wait, hold on.
in
Wait,
anime.
we actually
One.
talked about that.
We did.
Did y'all? Last one?
Yeah, the last one. So I want to hear your thing on it. So pretty much, what I from my part of it, I was like, I think we should see. I would like to see more, but is it really?
Don't have to be forced. Don't have to be forced.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But just represent us correctly. Bleach represents a lot of black characters in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
There
we get represented very well. They did Usopp dirty.
But they ain't do him dirty.
You see what they did? Live action. What y'all think about the live action?
That was trash. So let's move on.
But I don't know.
They didn't even come out just
because Cowboy Bebop was good.
Yeah, but I think Spike is black, but he's not. They confirm that. But Luffy is.
Is he Brazilian? Actual Brazilian?
Yeah.
That's what.
The dude that's playing in live
Oh,
action?
no, he's
No,
not.
that's what he's canonically written.
He's
but-
he's canon written as black Portuguese.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fact. Yo, do something about that, Oda.
Yeah, but the person playing him is
Oh shit.
Asian.
But
Asian
Oda had to
American.
sign off to that though.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess for this, since it's just like this type of movie, I mean,
I guess he don't care.
it's not. They're not really going to do that. I mean, we know.
Bet money they make Frankie black because they don't have a big black dude.
Yo, how they gonna do Frankie?
Yo,
Yeah.
Frankie gonna be some
Yo.
real ass actor, I promise.
Then who Brooke gonna be?
No, not Frankie, Brooke.
Yeah, Brooke.
How many they gonna do, bro?
Wait,
How many they gonna do?
Brooke is
I
not
hope
good.
they even get to that.
They got far in, bro. It's 1,000 episodes.
Well, where they start?
And
We're
we
going
don't
to
know what-
Alabasta.
and
I'll be
then-
honest.
Alabasta, okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
If they started, that's fire. I'll be cool with that. But are they doing their own thing or are they?
That's what I was saying. We don't really know that. We can't really judge just yet. But I did see
I'm
like
just ready to be upset.
I did see like stock footages of the Sunny, and I was like, this looks actually pretty cool.
I think they're gonna do a good
It's not
job.
CGI, thank God. It's actually like a big
You know
prop.
what? I think they're gonna do a good job. You know why? You know why I want to think they're gonna do a good job? Because I want to be mad. I want to be pissed off. I want to
just
curse
wanna
all
think
these.
I want to complain.
I'm not
I'm gonna complain.
I think YouTube gonna blow up when that shit drops.
Oh, you know it, bro. Twitter, everything
At
goes
this
crazy.
point, I mean, if you watch this
I'm not watching that
Netflix
shit.
Death Note, what they want to call Death Note, I mean,
That was crazy.
watch
But
it.
niggas see Cowboy
But they
Bebop.
said Cowboy
Cowboy
I gotta
Bebop
watch
fire.
it. I heard it was fire.
Cowboy Bebop isn't. It's not gonna be as bad as you think it would be. I like it, but it could be better. But what they did with
Could be
it,
better.
like visually, I was cool.
If they come with like a season 2 and they like get good responses and they improve on what they have,
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I like it.
It's not
Only
bad.
thing that was just throwing me off was like
That black nigga beard look crazy.
this shit crazy. That shit look like Virgos.
know who the actor is, right?
I've seen him before. I don't know where though.
Did y'all watch Luke Cage Part 2?
Yeah.
That's Bushmaster.
No way.
That's not fucking Bushmaster.
No, but Bushmaster had a crazy fro, right? He had like a fake.
I hope that's not Bushmaster. But the nigga was playing Spike, bro.
Was he? Yeah.
Was he Asian?
Yeah.
No, the guy was black.
Cho?
Yeah.
In the anime?
John Cho?
No, in the no. First of all, he's not Asian in the. He is.
No, he's black in the anime.
Look at his hair,
No,
bro.
he looks black in the anime, but it's confirmed that he's
Show me.
he's Japanese.
Show me a
Oh,
Japanese.
he's like a dark Japanese.
Yeah, I want to see like.
He's Japanese.
I just want to see like a Japanese person, male with that type of hair. Not black.
No, I agree.
I want to see that.
But confirmed, Spike Spiegel is not black.
That's cat. Then.
It is. It is. That's why I say he black. I think he black. I think all of them characters.
His
is black.
hair not even like.
Except for the
girl?
girl. Yeah, the little girl is black. My man's is which color? Why am I forgetting his name?
Alrighty,
Yeah,
so
my
the
bad.
last part of this, a versus that Voodoo just kind of like put in there. So, Fire Force versus what was it again? Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
I'm going with Fire Force, bro.
Are we? What are we?
I like
so
Jujutsu
what are we
Kaisen.
doing? Are we talking fights?
So yeah,
or-
so we're gonna do this in rounds: story, fight, animation, and the last part, let's say characters, or characters then fight.
Oh,
Jujutsu
I'm
Kaisen,
gonna take a side that I'm not really in favor of, just for the basis. So let's see how y'all gonna do against it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is spicy.
So I'll start with animation. I'm gonna break it down. Animation, as far as in the coloring that they use, the palettes they use. In
Okay.
The color? That's the color.
the palettes they use is crazy. You know what I'm saying? They got purple, black. You don't know the colors, dude. You feel me?
The colors.
You got purple, black against traditional red and yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are like AKA sun gods. They worship the sun. But we got these bear humans learning demon powers, or so you would say, I guess. They're stealing. What is their
Which one?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Curse energy.
Curse energy. They've been doing this for hundreds of years. I feel like, as far as we can go back to the animation, animation just a lot more cleaner on the Jujutsu Kaisen side. Things just look radical and cool. That's just on the animation side. You go ahead and tell me about your animation.
So I'm going animation.
Yeah, we talk animation.
Yeah. Round one.
Let's do that.
Oh man.
The thing that trumps it, and I'm sorry, like Jujutsu Kaisen got it. They add the CGI with it, whatever. Cool. I'll let them get that off, right? The thing that sets Fire Force off with the animation and the fights is the sound.
Yes.
Hold on, but is that part of animation
shit-
though? I knew you was gonna go there.
It's
but-
a part of it. It gotta be,
It
right?
is. To an extent,
Is it?
It is.
The BGM gotta be a part of it.
Like, I can watch
That might not be the animation because I'm being objective because if you go to the credits, I don't think sound and animation.
They don't have them there. Yeah, they just had the animation.
I don't know.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm cool with being
You
wrong.
use it in a separate argument. You'll win that. I'm not going to disagree with you. Unless the niggas in Jujutsu Kaisen put some hip hop shit in there, then it's like, yeah, might get body. But sound quality,
So if we watching both with no sound,
I'm going with Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll
go with it too.
Nah, I might go with Fire Force because, cause when he was fighting his brother in that cathedral underground shit was fire.
when it was going like that, but it wasn't enough.
You don't think it was
It's enough. It's fire. But I will say, like, what's this chick? Why am I forgetting her name? But Maki fought her, the chick who
I like her.
had the samurai. So I love her.
Yeah, I like her. I
But
like
like
her.
that animation went
Yeah,
crazy.
that was crazy.
Toto versus Toto and which color? Oh shit. Toto and Itadori versus Flower Bitch or nigga. Them versus them, respectfully. You can cut that, yeah. Versus the flower person.
Okay.
That was a great animation, but yeah, I'd say Jujutsu Kaisen still.
I'm gonna go with.
I stand.
To me, I'm gonna go with Fire Force.
Okay. Okay.
I did I'm with the tie kind of
That's
sort
a
of,
tie. Yep.
but it's I liked a lot of scenes in Fire Force a little bit better. So the next is going to be story. Real quick.
I think we have to sum that up into a whole.
Yeah, I mean that's a
I think
I'm not going to debate that.
No, hold on. So we might have to do overall.
Okay.
Overall?
Yeah, cause
So overall,
I'm gonna say
Fire Force.
Fire Force.
I'll give Fire Force overall.
Yep.
Fire Force.
Yep.
Fire
I
Force.
already put story Fire Force.
Go to my Patreon if you want to see the whole argument.
Yeah. Shame the plug.
Yeah, but go ahead.
That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for coming in. I love hearing y'all rapid opinions on these topics. But if there's going to be next episode, let us know. And yeah.
Oh, word.
見てくれてありがとう。はい。